Airbnb, Roblox, Shopify, and Doordash all reported their quarterly earnings this week. Let's go over what you should know from each company. I'm ex-financial professional Mark Palmer. You may have found me through my Twitter or Instagram at MarkPWealth. Just quick reminder before we get started that none of this is financial advice. It's simply education. Do with it what you will. All your choices are your own. If you do want specific advice for your situation, you should find a financial advisor. Let's get right into it and start by talking about Airbnb, who had a strong fourth quarter of 2021, beating analyst estimates on earnings per share and revenue. However, they missed analyst estimates on nights booked for the quarter, dropping 8% from the prior quarter. I should clarify that last figure is both nights and experiences booked on the Airbnb platform, not just nights stayed at a host's home, but also experiences, and that total number was down 8% for the quarter from quarter three. Still, that is a 59% year-over-year increase from the prior year, showing that the travel industry is starting to ramp back up after a tough COVID-19 pandemic hit the industry pretty hard. Another interesting tidbit is the length of stays have increased on the Airbnb platform, and the company stated that stays of more than 7 days accounted for nearly half of all nights booked on the Airbnb platform, and stays of 28 days or more accounted for 22% of the gross nights booked on the Airbnb platform in quarter four of 2021. Moving on, let's talk about Rblx. They had a tough earnings report, missing analyst estimates on revenue, user growth, and loss per share for quarter four of 2021. The company said that they are taking it slow on monetization as they know they have a lot of opportunity with 3D immersive shopping and advertising on the platform. They haven't been focusing on that yet, and instead the company has been focusing on daily active users, as well as creating a safe and civil platform for these users. So for at least the near future, user and engagement growth will be the main focus for Rblx. Let's talk about Shopify. The company beat analyst estimates on revenue and profit. However, the market reacted poorly to the earnings call as the company gave weak guidance for 2022. They said it's going to be impossible to sustain the growth that they have been having on their shopping platform, as people aren't going to be locked down, stuck inside, and handed stimulus checks that they can go and spend their time online shopping with. That, combined with higher inflation and supply chain costs, paint a gloomier picture for the near term of Shopify's business model. Last, let's talk about the United States' largest delivery company for food, and that is Doordash. They missed on earnings estimates, but did have higher than expected revenue for fourth quarter of 2021. Total orders grew 35% year over year, and the company gave a strong outlook for 2022. Not everyone was expecting this, as they thought the COVID-19 pandemic and lockdowns were driving DoorDash's business higher, and with COVID-19 and lockdowns easing up a little bit, people would go back out and get their own food at the restaurants themselves. However, DoorDash's business is still growing, and that has surprised many people. Additionally, the company is unveiling a new program called Doordash Capital, which will grant cash advances to eligible restaurants. The restaurants can then use that money to cover costs for equipment or rent or other expenses such as hiring and marketing. Restaurants will then repay these advances through deductions from their DoorDash earnings. That's it for today's video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my page if you want more content like this, and leave any feedback or questions that you have in the comments section of this video as well. Feel free to also reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram at MarkPWealth. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.